Okay, you're listening to the Plate Tectonics vocab quiz. I'm just going to read this out loud. So please take the time right now to type in your name. Do your first and last name, please. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do three matching at a time. So it says each vocab word is only used once. Okay, so here we go. It says the action of one plate sinking under another, and this occurs in convergent boundaries. So is that seafloor spreading, crust, or subduction, or sometimes we call it subduction zone? The action of one plate sinking under another. Go ahead and click which answer that is. All right, let's move on. The outermost layer of the earth, the one that we live on. So think about like a pie. What's the outside of the pie, right? Is it seafloor spreading, crust, or subduction zone? So go ahead and mark your answer. And then the third one, the theory that states that magma from under the Earth's surface is pushing up into the seafloor, producing new seafloor and pushing older ocean floor away and away and away. And again, is that seafloor spreading, crust, or subduction zone? Okay, stop the video if you need me to read those over again, but you should have a dot in each spot, right? In each column. Okay, when you're ready, let's go to the next set. It says, so again, we're matching the vocab words. It says a plate boundary where plates are moving apart. So think about what we did with our hands, right? Moving away from each other. Is that convection currents, convergent boundary, or divergent boundary? Okay, plate boundary where plates are moving away. Click the right answer. The next description, a plate boundary where two plates are moving towards each other. So they're coming towards each other. You can even simulate your hands coming together, right? They're merging. Is that a convergent current, or I'm sorry, convection currents, a convergent boundary, or a divergent boundary? And then the very last word, the cycling or current, so movement of heat and pressure under the earth that makes the plates move. Is that convection currents, convergent boundary, or divergent boundary? So again, make sure you have a dot in each column. And stop the video if you need me to go over any of them again. Okay, let's go to our next set. Now we have three more words. Here's the first description. A plate boundary where plates move side by side and can cause earthquakes. So think about the boundary we did when we were rubbing our hands together, right? Is that continental drift, the mantle, or a transform boundary? Okay, next vocab word, the layer of earth where convection currents occur. Is it the continental drift, the mantle, or the transform boundary? Where do convection currents occur? So where magma is moving and cycling. And then the last one, Alfred Wegener's theory that the continents have slowly moved apart and changed positions slowly over time to get to where they are today. Is that called continental drift, the mantle, or a transform boundary? Okay, and now our last set of three words. Here we go. Our current theory that the earth is broken into plates or sections that are being moved by convection currents. So what's the most current thing that we've learned about? Is it Pangea, plate tectonics, or plates? So look at how it says our current theory. So it's a theory. It's an overall big idea. Okay, next one. The name of the supercontinent that existed before the continents drifted apart. So this was the name for when the continents were all hugging each other and all together in one giant landmass. Was it Pangea, plate tectonics, or plates? And then the very last question, the sections of our Earth that float and move, interact, and can be ocean or land sections. So the sections that move and interact with each other, what do we call those? Is that called Pangea, plate tectonics, or plates? The sections that move and interact with each other. Okay, so again, make sure that there's a dot in each column, right? Okay, let's do just a couple of multiple choice questions. First question: at what type of boundary do most earthquakes occur? So, where do earthquakes occur? Is that a convergent, divergent, or transform boundary? Where do earthquakes occur? Think about what we did with our hands. Okay, next question. What kind of boundary is this? Notice the way the arrows are moving. They're moving in opposite directions, so they're sliding past each other. Is that convergent, divergent, or transform? Okay, the next question. In which layer of Earth do convection currents exist? Is it the crust, the core, or the mantle? So, where's that cycling of matter occurring? Which one of those spots? Okay, next question. What kind of boundary is this? So, look at the arrows to help you. Move the arrows the same way we would move our hands to help you out. And then notice also what it makes. Look at what it makes, okay? So, is that a convergent boundary, a divergent boundary, or a transform boundary? Next question. What kind of boundary is going on in this picture? Again, look at the arrows. Move the arrows like your hands and see if you can kind of figure out. Notice that it's kind of like the land is dividing, right? So is that convergent, divergent, or transform? Got a few more questions here. What type of boundary creates mountains and volcanoes? So, what would cause a mountain or a volcano to form? Is that convergent or divergent? Okay, next question. What type of boundary creates new ocean floor and rift valleys? Is it divergent or transform? Okay, two more questions to go. Subduction occurs at what type of boundary? So think about what sub means, right? A subway is an underground with trains, or a submarine goes under the water. So what boundary makes the most sense there? Convergent or divergent? And then the last question, and I love it, so cute. So, what does this picture show? And then look at these are all the continents cuddling. Oh, so what is that a picture of? Is that a picture of convection currents, Pangea, or how our continents look now? Go ahead and select the right answer. So, before submitting, I would just go back, check any answers you're unsure of, and then make sure you submit, and you are all done. Good luck, and go back at any point in this video to receive a little bit of a reminder or a reread over again. Okay, good luck.